How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks.
We were all discussing how devastatingly handsome you are.
Oh, that's right.
That was our preamble
Yes.
conversation.
A very good makeup artist.
So Matt actually told us the secret of Henry's immortality, but he said you could elaborate on it because he thought you could answer better. So go ahead. just fill in the details. Yes. He said it was fine.
Not a big deal at all.
He's clever. He's clever. We were joking about this before we stepped in. I said I'm going to defer every answer, every question to you, Matt. Any difficult question. The secret to my immortality?
Do you know it?
Do I know it?
Do you as the actor, do you know what it is?
No.
They haven't told you?
No.
Do you think it's important that Henry ever finds out, or do you think it should be something that's just he continues to try that journey?
You know what? I wonder if the show ends with that discovery. Really, I think the mystery is what's attracted audiences already to the show. Is this idea of when will we find this out? When will Henry find it out? And that's why Matt is a writer and I'm an actor. That's why he's got this incredible imagination and a great team of writers who will imagine this eventuality. But I think audiences are so savvy, and we have to treat the audiences with respect and give them enough to keep them excited.
Right.
It's a fine line, isn't it, between keeping a secret and revealing enough to keep you intrigued, because everyone's so smart.
Right.
And there's so much competition out there for viewership that we have to treat people with respect.
So your character is very well educated on the show and not afraid to let anyone know it. And the other characters aren't afraid to let him know he's annoying.
No.
So it's gotta be kind of freeing to work with writers and creators that have a sense of humor and can put a fresh spin on things. After getting your first script, what was your reaction to Henry? And now that we're a little bit into it, what is it now?
Well, I fell in love with it immediately. I knew that I could bring something to the part because of my experience doing sort of costume dramas over the years, and because I suppose I'm British and playing a British character in a sort of a quintessentially American show in an American environment, I think lends itself immediately to who is this guy? He's a foreigner. He's quirky. He's different. And the fact that he has a slight pomposity about him. Yes, he will wade into a case thinking that he knows the answer, and he's often wrong, like we discovered this week on the show, where he thought he knew he must have been somebody else there, but he admitted that he was wrong, that passion drove Gloria to walk or crawl all the way to that painting rather than somebody forcing her there, so, and he does that often. And the other characters do roll their eyes, but they have to bear with him because eventually he'll get better.
You have a... Go ahead.
Well, he's lived obviously a very long life, and now he has this new partnership with Joe. What has it done to his mindset, and how has that kind of changed how he's seeing the world and actually going out and solving these cases?
Well, this is one of the things that we are exploring, isn't it? That A has encouraged him to try and live here, in the here and now, in the present, because he's always been running away because of this fear of his secret being discovered, and of course his heart being broken. So to meet somebody like Jo, there's a kindred spirit there, because she suffered a great loss with her husband passing away quickly and suddenly. So I think that's the real connection that they have, and possibly through that relationship, Henry will evolve and start to become part of the community and part of the world again, rather than hiding away in his dungeon or in the morgue.
You have a storied career in film and television. This is your first weekly network television American series. What's the experience been like compared to big films and stuff like that?
I tell you what, I had the opportunity to do a show about 9-10 years ago called Century City, which was very short-lived. It was only 3 episodes and it was pulled, and it was very sad. So I knew heading into this how sort of grueling doing a show of this nature can be, because you don't know if there will ever be an end. We don't know if we've got the back 9 yet, so that's everybody's on tenterhooks about that, and then beyond that it'll be, do we get another season? But at the end of the day, it's an amazing feeling and an amazing existence that I might get to play this character and evolve this character over years, rather than just over a period of 2.5 hours in a movie. Right.
You have this bizarre father-son relationship. How is that getting used to? How is it getting used to that dynamic?
It's wonderful because not only is it forever sort of evolving over the series so far, it evolves even in the scenes that we're playing. It'll start off, I'm the father, and Judd and I talk about this. Well, I'm being the father in this moment, and then he'll say, no, I'm being the father in this moment. So there's peaks and troughs and very intricately woven bits of dialogue where we pass that mantle back and forth, and it's a lot of fun. He will say things that will remind us that he is actually my son at the end of the scene, or I will, I'll be overly anxious about him, like in the scene the Fountain of Youth, where I was worried that he'd taken this special powder, and I was worried like a father would be worried. Like, did you take this? It's like, did you drink that alcoholic drink? Or you know what I mean? So it's essentially been a lot of fun.
Has Henry ever met Horatio Hornblower?
I wonder if he could have actually. I think Henry might have been quite young, possibly, when he met Hornblower. I'm not sure if getting my dates correctly when Hornblower existed. But we're saying, aren't we, that towards the end of the 17th century this accident happened, so he could have possibly, as a young man, met Horatio, yes.
It would be interesting.
Although I suppose Horatio is a fictitious character, maybe he would meet Nelson himself. Maybe that would be
Great, thank you guys. Awesome, thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Thank you.